Good afternoon. How's it going, everybody? Always seem to have my water on here. It is definitely over 100 degrees out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Always want to stay hydrated. Cheers to health and wealth, right? Awesome. Well, look, as you're coming on here, please let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to see throughout the country who's where and what's going on. My name is Donya Davis, but I like to go by Doing the Most with Donya. And today I wanted to talk about 5 out of 10 habits that you can have or actually hone in on when you're managing your money. Okay, and I got that because earlier today I talked about prosperity. It's Financial Freedom Friday. Thank God it's Friday, however you like to look at it. But I talked about prosperity, and it seemed like everything that I was reading from the book I was reading today, and then just an article that I had, was all about prosperity and money. And I thought that's going to be a great blog for me to be able to put onto my page. And so I thought there's actually 10 different habits, but I wanted to go ahead and cover 5 today because those are things that you can actually start and implement today. The other 5 I'm going to go over on Monday, and that'll be my live on Monday, just wrapping that up. But these are things that you can start today so that you can get going on it, okay? All right, so before I get going on that, let me just tell you a little bit about me. I always like to start off, my dad was in the military and so is my husband, so that's what I've known growing up and then into marriage, and my husband retired out of the military. But for myself, I've always been in a retail environment and have always had the entrepreneurial spirit. And then within the last few years in particular, I just really got tired of my family getting used to me not being there for different events on the weekends or night functions or different things that I wasn't able to get off because I always had to work. So I just said, you know what? I'm going after it. I'm not going to be left out any longer. So what I personally have done is to be able to retire from that, so that I can have my own residual income to have my own time back. And that's what I want to do, is I like to share that with other people. I help others launch their business as well with a residual income, so that whatever your goals or your dreams are, maybe it was, if it wasn't time or money, such as myself, you have some other interest or whatever that is, but definitely there's an opportunity for you to be able to do that. So whatever you're tired of and whatever you're not used to having, or you don't want your family used to getting used to, twisting that up there, there's an opportunity for you to be able to do that. So that's what I like to do. Okay, so as you go ahead and sign in on, do me a favor too. If you're looking at it on the replay, go ahead and hashtag replay so that I know that I can connect back with you. And again, if you're watching it live, would love to hear that as well, that you're watching it live. So let's get into it, right? So 5 out of 10 habits that you can actually have to hone in to be able to manage your money today. So the first thing that you want to do is just be real with yourself and track your money. You need to know what's going out, right? So whatever income that you have coming in, you want to track when you spend it. And what I mean by that is, how are you spending it? Is it through credit cards, through your debit card, through the cash that you have? I tell you what, having Cash App and Zelle and all those other things, when I first saw that come out on TV, I thought, what the heck is this? How do you control that? But it's so much easier today, isn't it? But definitely it's too easy, and you actually see money going out more often. And then also if you're putting it in savings or if you're investing. So actually, how are you actually spending your money? So suggest that you track that for 30 days. You can start that now, or if you want to start on your next pay period and then do 30 days out so that you can actually see what's coming in and what you have going out, okay? Then the other thing with that, the second thing is just budgeting. Budgeting. Have you heard of that 50-30-20 rule? 50% is what you should be living off of. So out of your paycheck, 50% what you live off of. That's what you're paying your house note, your rent, your cars, cell phones, internet, cable, gas, all those things for you to be able to live. 50% of that. Then 20% you should put away for savings as well as investing so that you have that for the future. Okay? Also tithing. If you 20% comes out of there for investing, tithing, and saving. All right. Then that other 30% there is for you to be able to live off of for other expenses. That's, going out, eating, recreational, throwing, having, friends over, family over, or whatever it is, how you want to spend your money. That's your, if you will, your pocket change. Okay. So 50, 30, 20. Budget that out so that you know where you're actually being able to spend that, okay? And then the third thing is having a residual income business. Now, you're saying, okay, well, how is that actually managing my money? Well, what you do with a residual income business is you're actually managing your time, right? Having 7 to 10 hours per week that you can devote to that. And you don't have to step outside of your home. You can do that right from your home. You can do that from your phone, however that is, right? But having a residual income business, because you always have money coming in. Residual, that means over and over again. So you're doing the work one time and getting paid over and over again. And when you're doing that, that's actually helping that 50%, that 50, 30, 20 rule, right? Because now you're able to actually budget that into your expenses, right? The other thing with that is, it's just low cost to be able to have that. Whether it's a residual income or whether it's another home-based business or your side hustle that you like, having something that you can actually have as a tax write-off is going to actually help you and benefit you as well. And with residual income business and direct sales, you actually have a very low cost, low entry fee, if you will, so that you don't have that many expenses. But again, you can take advantage of the tax expenses, the write-offs with that. You can leverage your time because you're not having to, step outside or, get a part-time job to be able to have extra income coming in. Wrote some notes here. I wanted to make sure that I had written that. And then also leveraging your hours, if I didn't say that already. Okay, so those are already great things. So we're tracking our expenses, we're budgeting so we know where it's going out, and then we're having residual income that's going to be coming in so that that can actually help you, right? And then the fourth thing, I've already mentioned it, but the fourth thing is your credit card use, okay? So yes, we want to have credit, use it as a tool because, you can't get so many different things without having good credit, right? So you want to be able to have and use your credit cards wisely. Number one, if you are going to use it, if you can, make sure that you are paying that off monthly, because what we don't want to do is give away money. And giving away money is that interest that we're giving back to the bank. Okay? We want that coming back to us. And how we actually can have that coming back to us is making sure that you get a card that has reward points, right? Rewards so that you can use it for your gas. You can use it for the grocery store or restaurants or entertainment or vacation or airlines. Okay? That's the best way to do it. You have to be very disciplined in doing that. If you're putting everything on that credit card, make sure that you're using that cash that you've set aside, that you've budgeted to be able to pay that down. And what you're doing is you're actually increasing your credit rating, your credit score, right? And then you're also getting those points back that you can use. I say get paid where you play, all right? So let's not give away that money. And then let's see, the other thing and the last thing, but it's not least, is set a financial goal. Okay? And that encompasses everything. So if we're setting a financial goal, we have to know to be able to track our money, where it's going out. We have to know the budget and how we're using that. Then we have to know the residual income that's coming to play with that, being able to use our credit wisely, but then also you're planning for any of the things outside of that, right? Think about vacations, birthdays. June was a huge birthday month. It was like Christmas. That's the other thing, is planning for Christmas. You know, what do they talk about? Christmas in July? Yeah, and we know that big company is coming up next week and having this big, big sale. So did you budget for that, right? What is it? The holidays, just all those different things that you have to actually set a financial goal. So when you have that financial goal and you're actually breaking all those other bits down, it's helping you see where you're actually going with your money and how you're actually spending, all right? So these are tips that I've compiled just by reading, and I don't just say by reading, but just collecting and reading and actually putting and formulating it all together. So it's like bits and pieces that I've taken from different people and have just combined it together. So I hope it actually blesses you. But these are 5 things that you can do right away, straight away, today, and get started on that. Then the other 5 I'm going to go ahead and talk about on Monday, that you can implement and have that strategy going for you. Okay? Are there any questions? Well, I appreciate you jumping on here. Good. The other thing that I do want to cover is, as I was talking about, especially with that residual income business and starting in at that low cost, this month I am helping I am helping 4 people per week launch their own business. Okay. And what I want to do is hear from you. If you have a desire, you have dreams, you have goals, you just don't know how to get there, and you're looking for something and you're just wanting to see what your options are, what is it that you can do to help yourself if you're looking for additional income or having more time, or you just want to, look for something else to do. So go ahead and direct message me, or just go ahead and put a comment in the comments, and I definitely will get back to you. I'll put a link up at the top as well, as where you can get more information and some other tips that I have with regards to overall finances and building and increasing your wealth, which is what I love talking about, all right? Especially generational wealth, as well as when we look at our kids and our grandkids. Isn't that amazing, being able to leave something for your grandkids and your great-grands? It's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end here, but I'd love to hear from you. I will get back with you if you're watching this on the replay. And again, you're on with Doing the Most with Donya. Take care and be blessed, and have a prosperous and great weekend. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.